We go inside. It's bored. All right, sweetness is happening. Second rescue has been accomplished. So the third, now we want to set the moon as our target. Well, first things first, let's actually see where this person's going first. What direction is this person going? Speed things up just a tad. Okay, this person's going on a west to east standard orbit. So that's good to know before we start our before we start what we're doing. We get centered over here again. Or not. Selecting targets in this kind of, it must be a shortcut or something I'm not sure about, but because I'm orbiting Minmus, I can no longer center my viewpoint on it, I guess. Maybe I can change my target to that target. Oh well. Alright, so I think, how are we gonna do this? We need to slow down our orbit, which I think we're going to need to do somewhere over here. So let's, oops. And oops. Oh, that's not good. I see a little thing happening over there. Alright. That's gonna get us... It's such a precise little maneuver, though. I don't know if we're gonna be able to nail it, but at least we'll get us close to it. So let's point in the direction of the maneuver node. It's gonna be a very slight burn. And let us set an alarm for that maneuver node. Let's do a 30-second. We'll stop 30 seconds before the node. And hit warp. Let me check my record. Oh, I'm just over an hour. Okay. Probably gonna end up busting this up into a couple episodes. I don't even know if anyone really clearly gives a crap, but... But I know the whole stream last night, I couldn't even execute the first rescue, and so it became like this little thorn on my side today. When I got up, I was like, you know what, I think I want to get those rescues done and actually record it so people can see that I can, in fact, get shit done in this game. Okay. Node in 22 seconds, so at about the 10-second mark, I'm going to start hitting, oh, let me see, Delta V total. Okay, I still got some Delta V in this stage. Yeah. Once these are gone, I've still got the center, but we still got those side things done. I do not think we're going to be landing on the moon. Oh, here we go. Oops. It's gonna get us there. Get rid of that maneuver now. Okay, that's gonna have us coming in at a real weird angle, but at least we're gonna catch the moon. And we can adjust a little bit once we get over there. Alright. That'll work. That's enough for me. Let's just get over there and then we'll make more adjustments as necessary. Let's get out of the out of Minmus's sphere of influence here. So we can prepare ourselves for adjustments closer to the moon. Okay, now we're gonna warp to about the end of the line there. Alright, let's just warp all the way. Until we are under the influence of the moon's gravity. Put ourselves over the edge there. And here we are. And let's see, we want to match up with him. He's our target now. Descending node. So I want to see if I can possibly also correct our... Oops. We need to pull it in there to establish orbit. And can we also adjust this? Alright, well that's close enough for business. That's a 28-second burn. That's a lot of fuel to burn through. Just for coming in at a weird angle, so that's another thing where if I were a better rocket scientist and my astrophysics were a little better, I probably could have saved a lot of fuel, but because I'm coming in at this weird-ass angle that I gotta correct for, that's another reason why I probably won't have enough. Hopefully I'll have enough fuel to get back to Kerbal. If not, I'll have to do a rescue mission to save the rescue mission, which, you know, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But I'm just gonna execute this maneuver as is. Let's see, can I tighten this up a little bit? Just want to bring my orbit inside this guy's orbit to begin with, which could be helpful. Okay. So let's line up with the direction of the maneuver, and then we will warp there. Set an alarm. I wonder if I can change the default alarm time, because 1 minute is more than I typically want, at least at this stage in the game. Let's add that alarm, and let's warp. Here we come, out of nowhere. That's right, bird. Bird's answering me. You like it when I make orbital maneuvers, bird? So are we on? And are we going to? We're going to have to change. We have to change stages in the middle of this. So I actually want to be watching when this happens. I'm gonna say let's do it now because of the change, and we're gonna burn completely through this stage, a rocket stage. That's about as good as we're going to get from this maneuver node. Let's see where we ended up. Let's see, we're almost at the ascending node. So we can make a final adjustment to our orbital plane here. Just got to nudge it up by about almost an entire degree. Getting pretty close to it. I was thinking of warping, but I think I'm just gonna let this happen naturally, and then we'll thrust up. We'll keep an eye on this number until this becomes as close to 0 as possible. Probably gonna give it another 10 seconds, 15 seconds, and then we'll start making that adjustment. Actually, maybe it's more than 10 seconds. I just didn't want to warp it because we're so close. Like, feeling like it's a very long pause with nothing happening. Okay. Start hitting that, crap. Oh, and I'm facing the wrong direction. That's not good. That's why making small adjustments is better. 8, 7, 6. All right, I like that. That's a very close orbit. Change that, and I think what I want to do is when I get to, let's see, I want to get to here. I'm going to want to shrink this down so we have a circular orbit. Let's just warp there. This is not going to be super high precision. Retrograde. Periapsis is still within about a minute or so. Where are we here? We're at 167, so we want that to be around 167 as well. 70. All right. So, hey, 166 and 167. This is almost a perfect circle we got going on here. So now we just want to, we'll be going slower. We're going to be orbiting faster, so we need to catch up to him. And then when we're somewhere around, I don't know, when we're a little bit ahead of him, we'll plan a node. And here we go. Pretty close. It's probably close enough that we can start planning a node. At maneuver. Not looking so impressive. Did I wait too long? I might have waited too long. I think I waited too long. Oh my lord. Okay. Maybe I need to be a little bit behind him. Luckily, it's, you know, let's click that. I've been thinking of it backwards because I've been coming in. Maybe I need to be slightly behind him. Maybe? Yeah, I think I need to not wait until I'm ahead of him. I need to be behind him since I'm going faster than him. Alright, I was doing it all ass backwards. Oh, shit. Change this. Don't want to be wasting resources maintaining a direction that's not that important. Okay, this should be about right. Let's see if we can get a node set up now. Yep, that's looking much better. That is looking almost freaking perfect. Alright. Yeah, so if we can pull that maneuver off, that would be perfection. Let's set an alarm. That node's in 4 minutes. Let's set an alarm for 30 seconds. And hit that. Alright, so now we're in about 20 seconds with that burn. A little less, actually, because I'm going to do slow burn, so I don't overshoot. Not be hasty. So about the 10-second mark here. Alright, let's get rid of that node. Let's see where we're at here. 0.2 kilometers. I like that. I'm very happy with that. So let's just get over there. What's our relative speed? Pretty dramatic. So let's just warp over there. And then we'll start doing kind of manual adjustments until we can line it up. And one thing I haven't done yet, and since I've been playing again this year, is docking. That's gonna be a whole other nightmare. For me, right now, it's just enough to get a rendezvous where one guy can jump out of one ship and just scoot over to the other. When you actually have docking ports on two different things you need to line up, oh my gosh, I forgot about that. There's still, there's a steep learning curve in this game, and it's been so long since I've played it. It's gonna be another steep learning curve. All right, let's warp closer. Let's change. Oh, we have it at target already. Let's hit retrograde. And when we hit about that line of intersection, we need to bring our speeds together. Down to 35. Let's bring this down to 0. There we go. Perfect. And let's see if we can find our little friend out here. That's that. There we go. This pink roundy thing should be pointing right at him. I think that's him right there. distance. Alright, let's get retrograde so we can come to a stop once we get close to him. We might even be close enough after this little burn for him to, I forget who it is. It might be a she. Can't remember. I think this one's a she. To get her into our pod. And then, yeah, there's definitely... How much? I've got about 2,000 Delta V. It's conceivable I could get to the moon and back, but I'm really thinking not. Like, I don't think I'm going to try a landing on the moon at this point. Crew hatch. There we go. Brooke! Go, just let go, Brooke. Alright, I think we're gonna latch on right here. Here we go, grab. And let's climb up to that little hatch and get on there. Alright, we have rescued all three of them. The only thing we need to do now is safely get back. Yep, there's all of them now. Engineer. Oh, so we picked up another scientist and an engineer. We're gonna end up not having to hire any new people because we keep doing these rescue missions. Our roster is getting completely filled out with rescued dudes. Alright, so I think at this point we could just set up a maneuver to shoot back away from the moon. We don't have to worry about relative inclination because once we're no longer under the moon's gravity, we're going to automatically be orbiting there. There, I like that. And that's in 22 minutes. Let's set an alarm. And I'm gonna just do the default minute because I want to adjust my bearings after we get there. And get rid of that alarm. Get pointed in the right direction. We gotta burn about 53 seconds. Oh shit, stop. Doing. Alright, that's okay. This is not a high precision thing right here. As long as we match up relatively close, we'll be about where I want things to be. There we go. And let's get rid of that. We'll just warp to here. Bye-bye, moon. Bye, moon. We'll come by next time. I think I'm going to use whatever thrust I have left to, Can I please focus on... There we go. Thank you. Focus on the Earth. It's still considering us in a transition. So let's wait until we're officially transitioned. Why are we not officially transitioned yet? Oh, I think it's because, Target. orbit. Is it because we're still considering the moon our target? Is that the deal? Alright, whatever. Should be able to make adjustments here. Focus Kerbal. Nope, it's still considering me relative to the moon. That's not cool. Let this go a little further. There we go. That was the issue. It was not. I was not officially transitioned to Kerbin's sphere of influence. Let's bring this down to about 150, maybe 160,000 meters. 200, somewhere around there. Just bring it in close, though. Oh, no, we do not need a gravity assist. Thank you, Moon. Or do we? No, we don't want that. I think we've made a little... Oh, we made a miscalculation. But that's okay. We're just gonna roll with it. I'm gonna stop burning fuel right here, though. Because I didn't realize we're still so close to the moon that by doing this maneuver, I just shot myself back into the maneuver. Oh, shit. Okay. That was way too fast. Get down here. And wow, I'm wasting a lot of time. And it's not my time, but it's like, this poor guy is like, they've spent I think months spinning around the planet without needing to, because I got a little loosey-goosey with the time warp. We just want to get to periapsis. I should have just done that to begin with. Oh, let's just go straight to it. Warp to it. And let's shrink this in now to about 200,000 meters. If it would be so kind. Stop around 425. That's good. Warp to here. So I just want to get close enough that I can get do some air braking. I can go into the atmosphere and do air braking without hitting the atmosphere too quickly. So I want my orbit to be a little bit shallow, because you could technically from way out here make yourself line up with make it so that your orbit will take you into the atmosphere, and I don't know, I have a feeling you'd hit it so fast that you'd either bounce off or you'd end up burning up, because yeah, that's a really fast time. Like orbital speeds that are sufficient to take you out to like Minmus, that's a real fast orbital speed. Go ahead and warp there. Alright, now I want to pick a spot to sort of attempt a landing. I think I like that. I like coming down over water. When you come down over land, things get a little bit messy. Hi, bird. Alright, I think I like that. It looks like I need to adjust that because now it's going to be taking us. There, like it. And let's hit it. We're gonna land at nighttime. I could have orchestrated that better. I like day landings, but I'm already kind of committed to this, so I'm gonna do a little night swimming. And let's get rid of that. Once we're slightly above the atmosphere, oh, I might still end up ending up on land. Can we tilt us up a little bit so we're aiming for this ocean? How much are we doing? Oh, we still got some. We still got a little bit of delta V left. Because right now it's all sort of gravy. We might as well use this fuel to just lessen our anxieties, you know? Okay. And what is... I think we're good. Let's get rid of this last stage. Just point retrograde for a second. I'm gonna tilt off to the side. And turn your head to the side and cough. There it goes. All done with that. Let's get our solar panels retracted before we hit atmosphere. Always a good idea. We don't need explodey solar panels as we're coming in hot. And retrograde's a nice way to point. We might lose some stuff coming in, but we should survive. That's the important part. Alright, I should have quick saved before I finished this last segment, because if this goes terribly wrong, I have to revert to the very beginning when I started recording this an hour and a half ago. And let's turn off stability assist for a moment. Okay, we're gonna go until we hit atmosphere. 69. Okay, I think technically we're getting closer. Retrograde. Alright, there we go. I like to slow it down once we're actually in atmosphere. We might lose these lights. That is our heat shield, isn't it? Okay. All of a sudden I was like, wait a minute. Did I miscalculate things and I have something else? If I don't have a heat shield here, then it would be something else here that would probably get really hot and really explodey really fast. But because I've done that before, I'll forget when I put stuff together, I'll have the heat shield in the wrong position. Oh, okay, that explosion I think was the other stage we just discarded. Just got overheated in the atmosphere and it blew up. Loud enough and close enough that we were able to hear it. And looks like we're coming through this okay. Out of the hot zone. And let's warp until we've gotten to about 2,000 meters or so. Alright, unwarp. The warp can take a second to undo, so I just don't want to end up in a situation where I overshoot it. Alright, let's hit that. Let's get that open now. Good. Be alright. So now, okay, we got a stable descent. I'm gonna speed up again, because now that we're slowly and descending under our parachutes, it's gonna be really slow, without very much happening. 8, 9. Okay, there, this should do the trick. We're gonna hit ground. And we made it. Successful touchdown. We should be able to recover the vessel now. And Bob's your uncle, or whoever your uncle happens to be. We did it. All right. Okay, mission complete. Successfully completed. Now I've proven myself that I can do it. Now I can actually, now that I've done this, I can now go and actually do some work that I need to do today. But thanks for joining me. We'll see y'all soon. Bye-bye.